Hey, welcome back to all the Marios on the Fight and Fury, Doc Phoenix.
I'm Compuneck.
And today we're fighting. We're doing lots of fighting. First off, we're fighting interlaced video.
Yeah, that was a problem.
That was a big problem in Luigi's Mansion, but I fixed the setup, so now I can do digital capture. And we don't have to
screen
deal with...
display.
We're also fighting data. There's a lot of data. We have to make data on a memory card for a game. And this game has a lot of noticeable load times, actually. It was a little surprising. This takes a bit. But that's not important. What's important is yeet!
Why'd you throw that figurine?
Well, because we're also going to electrify it.
Why are you electrifying a figurine?
Well, because we need to bring it to life so that it can fight.
Link? Ah!
So, Super Smash Bros. Melee, it's the GameCube sequel to Super Smash Bros. For the N64. This is the best-selling GameCube game ever, with like 7 million copies sold. It's still incredibly popular today, so it's a big one. It is a lot smoother than the original Smash Brothers, a lot more, like, fast-paced, quick, a lot more...
at least twice as much content.
Oh,
possibly
yeah, there's
3
a
times.
lot of stuff in this game.
Like, just in terms of playable characters.
Oh, yeah.
But we won't be playing all of them.
No, I won't even actually be unlocking all of them, because there is a lot in this game, and if I've said before that I am not going to 100% clear the Smash Brothers games. Mm-hmm. This one is the first one that I know why. Because, you know, the original Smash Brothers, I ended up 100% clearing Melee, by the way. Big announcer shout. But yeah, I ended up 100% clearing the first one just because I ended up needing to do that to unlock the Mushroom Kingdom stage.
Right.
But this one, I will not be doing that. There is too much in this game. It would take hundreds of hours to clear.
So, let's look at some data.
Well, first things first, we need to learn how to play.
Oh, okay.
So let's take a review on this. Tap the stick. Tap to run. If you move, you just walk, but if you tap, then you start dashing. And you hit up to jump, but X and Y also work. And you can jump in the air, you get a double jump. Everybody has the double jump. And you can A to punch, and you can punch, but don't stop punching ever. Always punch. And if you do the thing with the stick tilted, then you do a stronger attack. And if you tap the stick and the button at the same time, you get a smash attack, and you can charge it up. And you get your damage percent that affects how far attacks will launch you. And don't give up. Why would you give up? Because you have many techniques to help you survive. And you got a dodge roll like that. That's one of those techniques. You can smash and intercept. And you can use your B button for your character's special techniques. He's got 4 different ones that you can do with the different directions, including no direction. You got your shield and you got your dodge. And you can also dodge to the side without moving. And you got a grab and you can throw. And that's the game. That's how you play.
Yep.
There's also this special movie on here. We're not going to be watching that. It's like a very interesting, like, full overview of the game that kind of shows off every character. It's like an hour long.
Jeez. Yeah.
So,
watch that on your own time.
Yeah, but we're going to jump into the actual, like, one-player match stuff now. So, one-player mode, we already start with 2 different modes, which is twice as much as the original Smash.
Classic.
We've got Classic mode is very similar to the one-player mode in original Smash, where you play through a series of stages, a series of fights, and it's a kind of arcade-style thing. Mm-hmm. So here's our set of playable characters to start with. You know, for the Mario characters, we got Mario, we got Bowser, we got Peach, Yoshi and DK we had from before. And most of these characters are also from original Smash, except ice climbers. They're new.
Okay.
So, I mean, we're playing all the Marios. We're going to start with Mario. And we've got some different colors that you can switch between with X and Y. We got the Wario color, we got a brown one, we got this inverse-colored Mario, which is kind of similar to the original colors he had in Donkey Kong. But, and then there's a green Mario. And
we'll just play classic Mario for classic mode.
So, it's, you just have a series of stages. Unlike original Smash, the stages are not set in this game. Like, the stage types are set. The first one is always just a regular fight against a regular opponent, but the specific opponent that you face is random.
Right.
So, you know, there's randomness to that.
Pokemon
Which murdering all those Shy Guys.
Yeah.
And here we've got a Super Scope, and you can charge it up, and it shoots, and then you can taunt. There's a taunt in this game, and you got all these special bonuses. Look at all these bonuses.
Shy Guy KO.
I killed so many Shy Guys, and there was a friendly foe. I'm not sure what that one is. Half Minute Man, I cleared it in less than 30 seconds. Special KO, I cleared with a special attack. Fighter Stance, I was taunting. The Materialist, I used lots of items.
I guess.
So there's all these different things that can give you score bonuses at the end of the stage. The score doesn't really mean anything much. I think there might be some unlocks related to your total scores. But,
Mario and Captain Falcon versus...
Yeah, so the second match is a 2v2 team battle. So you got your two random teammates. You get your one ally versus two random opponents. In this case, I've got Captain Falcon versus Peach and Zelda. Or it was Zelda. Now there's a ninja.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Sometimes Zelda's a ninja. That's pretty cool. It's also kind of spoilery, which I always thought was a little weird.
Well, I mean, it was for last generation's game.
Yeah, but still. Like, it feels like more of a thing these days, at least, that, like, old games aren't really a thing that feels too distinct from new games. It's like, old games and old stuff is more available now than it used to be. Like, whereas there's, especially on, like, Switch has, like, freaking everything they're, porting.
Your gun ran out of ammo.
Yeah. My laser gun ran out of shots, so then I threw it, but I missed. And just fighting.
Just fighting.
So yeah, you got Mario's got his specials. I picked up a cloaking device.
Well, now we can't see Mario's specials, so it doesn't
Nope.
matter.
Yeah, cloaking device is one of the weird items in this game, where it makes things worse for everyone, including the player who picked it up. Because now you can't see yourself.
Another Super Scope KO.
So, invisible KO, because I KO'd someone while invisible.
Ah!
Like the targets, yeah, we had these in original Smash. It's a stage where you go around and you hit all the targets, and oh, I fucked up. Failure. I am a failure. Feels bad. You get one shot at that, and then you move on. Yeah, each character has a their own break the targets stage layout that's unique to them.
It's designed to make you use all of the...
Not necessarily for all of them. Like, some of them definitely have things like that, where, you know, it's designed where certain attacks that have, like, specific movement things will affect,
Oh no!
Yeah, there's
no!
things. There's a shell, and I died. Now, Pikachu's just kind of sitting there getting bopped by a
Starman.
bumper. Oh, I'm invincible and
Starman.
metal. And also I have a Weezing. It's a Pokemon. This is Pokemon Stadium, where there's the Pokemon that I'm fighting in the stadium.
Goodbye, Pikachu.
Goodbye, Pikachu. There's not very many bonuses on this, but I did get a metal KO. It's pretty metal. Stage 5 is a giant match. You got 2 allies against 1 giant opponent. And again, these are all randomized selections for characters.
Because otherwise a giant Link wouldn't make much sense, would it?
Yep. And the selections for the characters are based on who you have unlocked. So as you unlock more characters, then there will be more possibilities for things.
Cheap KO.
Yeah, I've never been too clear on the definition of cheap. It might be like if they don't have much damage on them, and you manage to kill them. Anyway, we've got another bonus stage. It's Snag trophies, because trophies are a big thing in this game. So you are hitting these trophies, and you're trying to knock them into the thing in the center. Like that.
You got one.
Yep. Any trophies that you knock in there are collected in your trophy collection, and we'll see some of that later. So we have another just normal fight against a normal opponent. It's basic one-on-one. This time it's Fox, and we're on Venom.
On top of the...
On the Great Fox flying through Venom. And look at that, there's one of the Star Wolf up there. I taunted too early. I have sword. Fox is pretty good at not dying, but then I hit him with a sword.
Beam Swordman.
Smash King. Rock steady. Probably like didn't get knocked around. Stage 8 is a team fight.
Of baseball bats.
Yeah, it's a team of 10 of one character, but they are all very weak, very easy to knock around. Kind of like the Yoshi team in original Smash. That was in like the second stage. So this one, it takes a bit because some of the characters are much worse than some of the others to deal with in the team fights.
Yeah.
In particular, Donkey Kong is a real problem, because he's still pretty heavy.
Yeah.
And also, you know, it's always on a stage related to that character, and the Donkey Kong stage is particularly annoying. This one has a car.
Dodge.
So yeah, here on Onett, which is Ness's home planet, is there's sometimes cars.
I think it's a hometown, and this game takes place on Earth, but...
Yeah, but also it wasn't a lie. It's his home planet. But yeah, this is Ness's hometown. It's supposedly on Earth. Ness's version of Earth from the Earthbound series.
Yeah, also known as
called
Mother.
Yes. So,
a lot of Nesses going on still.
Yeah, this one just takes a while. It's annoying. Also, I was really out of practice starting this up. You know, first time, I have not played Melee in a hell of a long time. I haven't played Smash like in a while in general, so it took me a while to kind of get back into the swing of things. Which, like, by that point, we were kind of already done with things that I'm showing off.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, let's talk about that. I'm not showing off everything in this game, as I said. I'm showing off, like, the basics, and each character that is a Mario character. I got Tiny.
Yeah, it doesn't seem advantageous to you.
Yeah, there are poison mushrooms. They look very similar to the regular mushrooms. There's just, like, a slight difference in the brightness of the color. Like, the poison mushrooms are a little bit darker, but it's very hard to tell sometimes. Especially if you don't have two of them, like, next to each other. But yeah, so I'm going to be showing off the basics. I'll show off, like, each of the... I'm going to show off Classic, I'm going to show off Adventure, the two basic modes. I'm going to show off a little bit of some of the side modes. And yeah, I'm going to show off each of the Mario characters, and, you know, all of their moves and stuff. I'm going to show a little bit of, like, trophy stuff. But for the most part, we're going to do a very shallow look at the whole of this game.
Race to the finish!
Race to the finish! This is a modification of one of the bonus stages from original Smash. where you need to race through the whole thing and try to get as far as you can within 1 minute. And there's all these doors. If you enter any of the doors, then it ends, and you get a bonus of coins based on how far you made it.
Okay.
So, the further the door is, the more coins it's worth. Coins are used for two things. You use them to earn, to pay for continues in the one-player modes, if you ever game over by running out of lives. And you can also use them to buy trophies randomly in the trophy gachapon machine. If you fall off and die or run out of time, then you get no bonus from that stage, no coins.
So, I know this is randomly selected. You will fight a metal character at this stage.
Yeah, I am fighting a lead balloon.
I was gonna say!
Yeah,
doesn't seem like a good combo.
Get a random metal character. It makes it actually, Metal Kirby is hard to deal with because it's got multiple jumps.
Right.
So, and oh no, the metal has become a big metal weight. So yeah, he can get back up despite being super heavy because he's got like 6 jumps.
Yeah. As Kirby is known for their infinite jumps.
So, yeah, you're kind of seeing some of the attacks that I'm doing here. Mario's got a fireball that he can throw. He's got his cape that he can spin people around with. He doesn't fly with his cape in this game.
Not in this one.
He just, he spins people around. And yeah, he deflects attacks with it. Any, like, projectiles, if he hits it with the cape, they get deflected. His up special is a jump attack that makes coins pop out. And his down special is his spin attack.
And now the boss fight.
It's Master Hand. It's the deity thing that has animated its toys to do the fighting. This time, it's toy figurines rather than dolls. Dolls is what it was in original Smash, but now it's all, little figurines.
You gotta get up with the times.
Yeah. He's got lasers.
Laser fingers.
So, yeah, as with original Smash, Master Hand is a boss fight where he has health instead of having, a damage percent. That is actually a game mode that you can do in this game. You have health instead of damage percent. That's something that you can do in versus matches. It's like a special setup thing. But here it's a boss fight against a floating hand, so you can't knock him around because it flies.
Yep, grab.
Yeah, he's got lots of attacks. He's tough. He's a fighting game boss, which means he's extremely cheap and cheats. But yeah, you got to do a lot of jump attacks and hit him.
Jumps, dodges.
Each attack that you'd have deals a different amount of damage, and I have never bothered to know which ones are better than others. Because that's the sort of thing that, like, a professional Smash player would memorize. I am not going to memorize that. But, yeah, so we're gonna see a couple of things. After this, we're gonna see the adventure mode, which is kind of nifty. Yeah, we're seeing all the Mario characters and things. I think I've already explained everything that we're going to see. I'm rambling a little bit. I'm a little tired today, but that's okay.
Almost got him.
Yeah, as he gets lower HP, he starts acting faster. There'll be less time in between attacks that he sits waiting, and also the attacks can get a little bit, like, stronger. Like, when he shoots bullets, he shoots more bullets. Sometimes there are, like, extra effects on them when he gets low health. But we defeated him.
And your prize for defeating your deity is...
Well, first I've got these bonuses. I've got Classic Clear.
Yeah, and a pratfaller.
And I never used Smash Attacks because he was in the air. So, you can only use Smash Attacks on the ground, and none of Mario's Smashes could really hit up there very well. Oh, well. So,
anyway, your reward for killing your deity
is I'm no longer animate. The deity is what animated this figurine, and now it's just a figurine again.
On a desk.
On a desk. With a grid.
What?
And we get this!
Oh,
let's shoot the credits!
Credits!
So we got the credits, and you got your things shooting at them. It's kind of like Star Fox, except first person, and it's not really.
Lots of people from HAL.
Lots of people from HAL, because they're the ones who made the game. But yeah, you go through and you shoot things, and each one that you hit, it shows you more specifics about what that person did and where they're from. And
these people from that person's from the Occupy.
this is the voice of Pikachu.
Oh.
There you go, and you can press button to stop the thing, but while it's stopped, you can't fire, and you cannot fire for a little bit after it's paused, so, you know, it kind of lets you stop and look at names, but also, like, get a moment to, I guess, pause. It's a pause that you can pause in the middle of the thing.
Whoa, we're going
and it's all weird, wild place. And also, you know, it plays the music based on the character that you just won with.
Pokémon coordination. Original game staff. Digital media build up.
Since Dolphin. Dolphin
Nintendo of America.
was
Nintendo support staff.
Dolphin was the internal name of the GameCube while it was in development. Project
this game Super Smash
Dolphin.
Bros. Ape Inc.
They gotta have the thing about Rare.
Here's their website.
Every time they use the Donkey Kong
Melee.
model, and it shows you how many things you hit at the end.
It doesn't actually matter.
It does not at all. Like, there might be something that you unlock at one thing that you unlock for getting a particular score on that. I don't even think so, actually. Yeah, look at all these Marios. All them Mario colors. So that's classic. But then, a challenger appears. So, similar to original Smash, you do a particular unlock requirement for a character, and then you have to fight them in a one-on-one match, and if you beat them, you unlock them. And if you don't, then you have to do the unlock requirement again. This is Dr. Mario.
It's playing Fever.
So, Dr. Mario, you unlock by clearing by clearing either Classic or Adventure with Mario, I think without using any continues. Might have to do it on a certain difficulty, like normal or higher. Sidebar will have the specifics on that. But, yeah, you get Dr. Mario. Dr. Mario
a completely separate character from regular Mario.
Well, it's a separate figurine.
Ah.
You can have two figurines of Mario with different clothes on.
I guess so. Game.
I hit him with a home run. Dr. Mario's in the house. His prescription KOs. That's a bad prescription. He's a bad doctor.
He's not very good at his job.
He's a very violent doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, we've unlocked Dr. Mario, and we'll see Dr. Mario a bit later. You know, I'll show off the more specifics about him, but that'll be later. Also, we've cleared 1P Classic.
Well, stay tuned for the next video with more Smash! Smash!
So, we just cleared Classic, now let's check out Adventure.
Alright.
We're gonna check out Dr. Mario that we just unlocked in this Adventure mode.
Okay.
So, you know, we'll do normal, because it's at normal difficulty, that's how I like doing. And let's see, we got, so Dr. Mario is very similar to Mario. We've got some different colors, it's all just down to different colors of scrubs. Red, blue, green, and black.
Black scrubs.
You can be the evil doctor, and that's the one that I like, because I'm edgy game lord, I'm edgelord gamer trash.
Yeah.
That one.
So, in Adventure mode, you actually have stages?
Yeah, so it has platforming stages.
Oh.
So, we have here the Mushroom Kingdom. It's a 2D platforming challenge stage with, like, Goombas and Koopas and shit. So, you go through and you can jump on the Goombas and defeat them, and you jump on a Koopa, and it turns into a Koopa shell, which is one of the items in the game that you can throw and hit things with. And it's got bricks that you can break, and sometimes they have items in them, and if you have multiple Koopa shells bouncing around, then it gets kind of wild. And there's lots of mushrooms in this stage, because it's the Mushroom Kingdom. Of course there's lots of mushrooms. And you go through, and there's lots of stuff that you can hit and break, and I was trying to jump there, but it wasn't working. And there's a capsule. Yeah, you can break all these bricks, and sometimes they have items, but for the most part, they're just there. And Dr. Mario throws pills instead of fire.
Which makes sense, I suppose.
So, Dr. Mario, in general, he's got, like, almost Mario's moveset. You cannot go down the pipe.
Well, because it's plugged.
Now, here's a hammer.
Hey!
Hammer from the arcade Donkey Kong game, with the hammer music that it plays. When you pick up a hammer, you just start swinging it automatically, and you cannot double jump, and you cannot stop swinging the hammer manually, ever. It's just until it wears off.
Just like in the original Donkey Kong.
So it can be very easy to die when you are having the hammer because you have less control. And hey, there's a trophy. Sometimes there's just a trophy laying around that you can pick up in the stage.
Yeah.
And then you get the trophy. And we have a little, like, arena fight thing with Yoshi's. So, yeah, as I was saying, Dr. Mario has kind of the same moveset as Mario for the most part. Minor differences in that his special is pills instead of fire. But for the most part, he is, like, heavier. He's got heavier hits, he's got heavier gravity. So, that's like the general difference with Dr. Mario, is he is a heavier version of Mario. And we can be invisible. Goodbye, Dr. Mario. And look, there's Toad! Toad's running around wildly, and then we get to the flag, and then we won. Stage.
Goomba KO!
I got Goomba KO because I KO'd Goombas, and I'm a mycologist because I picked up a bunch of mushrooms. I had stale moves, though. You get that if you use the same move too many times. It's like if 40% of your moves are the same move. So, I don't know what hobbyist is. Sidebar will say probably. Anyway, after you do that, you get a fight against Mario and Peach. Now, in adventure mode, the fights and stages are all set, so these are not randomized at all. You get,
always be a Mario.
Always going to be Mario and Peach. Every time. I am not lying at all. Why would I do that? So, yeah, it's a fight on Peach's Castle. So look at Peach's Castle. On Peach's Castle.
Meanwhile, they're playing Princess's Secret Slide.
Yeah, it's also kind of Rainbow Ride, is I think this theme.
Okay.
There's Pokemon on Peach's Castle. That is not normal. It's Goldeen. Goldeen is worthless. Just like in original Smash. And it's Mr. Saturn. Mr. Saturn is a fun little guy. He comes from Earthbound, and you can pick him up and throw him, and he does 1% damage. And does not knock back at all.
Avenger KO.
Yep. Then we go to the jungle. Because we gotta fight DK.
And the Kongo.
Yeah, the Kongo, with a K. That's where the Kongs live.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ready? Go!
Nope.
Here we go! They brought in the DK rap. They actually did like a remix version of the DK rap that I actually found kind of good. Like, we didn't get to hear much of it here because I'm too good at video games.
Run, don't walk.
But yeah, there we fought 2 tiny Donkey Kongs for that stage, and then in the next stage we fight 1 giant Donkey Kong. That's how you do this fight. Stage is it's tiny and big.
You get to hear some jungle jams.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of stages in this game. There's like 2 stages for each series. So we got 2 Donkey Kong stages. And there you see I used the cape to deflect the ray gun shots. That's
a lot of
Mario's
characters in this game have deflect moves.
Yeah, you can actually, any character can deflect projectiles with a perfectly timed shield.
That said, a lot of characters also have a defense.
Yeah, a lot of characters have a special move that does deflection as well, or counters. So anyway, next up we have this underground maze, a Zelda-type stage, which is, it's kind of based on Zelda 2, The Adventures of Link, which is the weird one that breaks format completely. So, you know, we've got...
Redead.
Down here, we got Redead here to fight that kind of enemy that you beat up. It's a maze. You gotta go through the maze to find the exit. There's a like.
I don't like that.
So, there's not you don't need to kill any of the enemies in here, but you do get the score bonus at the end for defeating them. You see, like the Goomba KO, there's also Redead KO and like KO, and those things.
So there's a bunch of these little arenas, and
Yeah.
if you find the wrong one, you have to fight a link.
So there are 6 total of these little arenas. One of them has the exit, and the other 5 of them have a link that you have to fight. There is a score bonus that you get if you fight and defeat all 5 links.
Sword fight!
Who's better at sword? I bet it's Mario, because I have a laser sword. Oh,
Hammer
no,
fight!
No, I don't need the sword. Mario is better at sword fights because he uses a hammer. A very large hammer.
Oh no!
So there's one extra thing about the hammer. You know, it's a bit dangerous to use because it's you have reduced jumping ability, reduced control. It's also a bit dangerous to use because there is a chance, sometimes, that the head of the hammer will just pop off, and you'll be swinging a stick that doesn't actually damage anything, and you'll just kind of be stuck in the hammer animation without being able to do damage, and somebody else will be able to pick up the hammerhead and throw it, and it's a very powerful item.
This game is very silly. And
It is extremely silly, and it uses some rock to rocks.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can't wait to bomb some Dodongos.
Dodongo dislikes smoke.
And
other-
Mario's pretty good at it because he can throw fire. But not Dr. Mario.
No, not Dr. Mario. He can just over-medicate them.
Uh-oh.
Now, Link has the Fire Flower, so I'm just going to pepper him and stun lock him
Oh no,
with
you ran out of ammo!
the Super Scope there.
Everything has so much.
Yeah, there's just a lot in this game. Hey, look at that! There's a heart container. It's a full heal.
Nice. Bomb!
You know, unlike the Maximum Tomato, which heals you 100%, the heart heals you fully. Which is more than 100%.
Yeah.
There's another trophy. So, this place is big. It's a big maze place, and there's a lot of places to go to find things.
Not having too much luck finding.
Yeah.
exit.
Yeah, and it's a big maze place, and there's 6
Full
of
of
these
lights.
arenas. So, it's
Bye, Mr. Saturn.
it's been annoying. Goodbye, Mr. Saturn. We will miss you
Milk!
forever. Mario drinks his milk and goes to school?
Well, he
Not
had to
really.
go to school to become a doctor.
Except, not really. He's a fake doctor. Dr.
Maybe
Mario.
this doctor is a real doctor. We don't know.
Look, these are figurines, so they are whatever Master Hand thinks that they are.
Yeah. Which is why we don't really go too deep into the Smash Brothers
Yeah,
games,
because it's only tangentially a Mario game. Mario, the character Mario, is not actually in this game. Figurines of Mario are in this game. So, you know, it's not something that takes place in the Mario continuity. There's not a story that matters for Mario in this. So it's a crossover game that is kind of silly and weird. And there's Dr. Mario's taunt is to toss a pill. I didn't remember at the time, but you actually have a wall jump. Everybody has a wall jump in this game. So,
Yeah, I recall it being a little difficult.
yeah, it's actually doing the wall jump is pretty easy once you try and actually do it and aren't like doing weird special effects to try and get up a place. But
Anyway.
again, I had forgotten that the wall jump was a thing, so I wasn't actually trying to do it properly, and so I had to run around.
Moving on.
Yeah, so yeah, that's why we're not doing this game in full, because it's not a Mario game particularly. It's this weird crossover thing that I like the Smash games. They're kind of they are frantic fun. They were something that I had a lot of fun with growing up, like playing with my brother. But it's just sort of there game. So that's it for today. Next time we'll be continuing the adventure. I had Butterfingers. So after you do the maze there, you fight Zelda in Zelda's temple stage. This is a big stage. It's the very large, multi-tiered thing with lots of underground area. And
Lots of people love playing on this stage because its physics was weird.
Yeah, just because there's a lot of... You can, like, hide underground here, and it's easy to stay alive and, like, rack up to high damage.
That's why I didn't like this stage very much.
Yeah. It's probably tournament banned because it has the underground areas. Because that's what they don't like in official Smash tournaments, because official Smash tournaments try to turn this game into an actual fighting game.
It's very weird.
Which I have never understood. Anyway, here's, we got Samus, we're fighting on Brinstar. And check out
Brinstar or in Brinstar?
I have not actually played most of the Metroid games, so I don't know.
We should do that.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things that I want to do. I mean, I have already stated outright that after all of the Marios, I'm going to be doing all of the Zeldas, if that is ever a thing that happens, if time ever works that way. But,
well, maybe I can do all of the Metroids in chronological order like I did for Castlevania. Please see the link on the sidebar.
Yeah, that was a fun thing that you did, and that can be another fun thing that you do. The Metroids. He defeated Samus.
Well, I guess we won't be playing then.
I mean, wait.
Warning!
So after you defeat Samus, you defeat the fight on the stage, then you get the Metroid, you have to run away from the place.
It's exploding.
There's not actually, like, any kind of rising acid or anything that you need to run away from. You just have a time limit to get to the top of this area.
Which is in style for Metroid.
Yeah, because it's gonna blow. The system's gonna blow.
The entire planet, actually.
So we're climbing, we gotta get up, and that's the big one. And there's
Oh, there's a trophy if you made it.
Trophy, then you pick up, and you land on the platform up there, and that's how you finish
The little elevator.
thing. I was an eagle because I did lots of jumps.
Like an eagle.
You pretty much always get that bonus in that thing. And there goes the planet. Goodbye. Now we're going to the stars.
By which we mean Pop Star.
So this is the Kirby land. It's got the wispy woods, and he blows with the wind.
Is it called Pop Star?
Kirby is another one that I haven't played much of.
Oh, okay.
So we have these blocks, and you can
Kirby
break the blocks, and underneath the blocks is a hole. And if you break all of the blocks, then you can fall in the hole.
Wispy Woods sometimes blows you around.
Yeah. And then sometimes more blocks will fall to fill up the gap again. And there's a Pokemon. It's Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet.
Wobbuffet sits there, and anything that hits him gets hit back, including you, if you are the one who summoned it. Wobbuffet's bad.
It's not the best.
Just kind of a punch and... Wobbuffet is like one of those inflatable clowns that you punch and then it comes back up. Anyway, we beat Kirby.
Moving right along.
To more Kirby's!
Now,
So, after you fight Kirby, you get a team of Kirbys, and each one has a different power. A different capture power.
because that's Kirby's thing, is that he uses the abilities of his enemies.
Yeah. Also, sometimes he turns into a big heavy thing and then falls on you, but then he's a big heavy thing that can't move, so you can grab him easily.
Also, like many of the multi-man fights,
Yeah, they're all
a little bit weaker.
very light and easy to knock around. Most of them don't even get the opportunity to use their things. Yeah, I kind of got trapped in there. Sometimes a block is a bomb, and then if you hit it, it explodes, because it's a bomb. Goodbye, Pokeball. So one kind of interesting thing with this is that Sheik and Zelda have different copy powers.
It's true.
Because they're sort of different characters. It's just one, they can turn into each other. So we beat up all the Kirbys.
Which leads to...
Then we need to get on a spaceship so we can get off of this this star.
Yeah.
So we hitch a ride with the Star Fox team on their Great Fox.
Except you are probably a stowaway because Fox is trying to stop you.
Yeah. Also, Gray Fox is not to scale here.
Clearly.
It's really not
It's supposed
sized.
to be a ship carrier.
Yeah. It is in fact supposed to be able to hold at least 4 R-Wings. And, well, we beat up Fox.
I'm sure that will have no repercussions.
I'm sure everything is fine forever. I'm an instant poser.
Fox, are you alright?
Oh no!
Be careful, Fox. This doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good!
Try to stay alive, huh, Fox?
Fox has a whole team!
A Star Fox team.
They're gonna help him!
So
So now we gotta do the fight again, except now there's R-Wings. And they're shooting a lot.
So
You see,
R-Wings
there's-
normally appear in this stage in regular fight mode, but this has significantly higher occurrence rate.
Yeah, in adventure mode, the first fight against Fox, there are no R-Wings. The second fight against Fox, there are endless R-Wings. Constant. This is both good and bad for you, because they can shoot Fox as well as shooting you.
Goodbye, Fox.
Goodbye, Fox. I'm pretty sure Fox got taken out by friendly fire there.
Assisted KO.
There you go, yeah. I was assisted by the Star Fox team. Anyway, now let's, I guess we flew off to a Pokemon stadium?
Welcome to Kanto.
We've gone to Kanto, or maybe Johto?
Yeah.
I don't remember which. I mean, obviously the second generation of Pokemon had to have been out by this point, because we see the second generation Pokemon in this game. I don't think third generation was out? I don't remember.
I don't know Pokemon as well as other series.
Anyways, this is a big Pokemon battle against a bunch of Pikachus, and the only item that shows up is Pokeballs. So,
I love adventure mode in this because it just is a little wacky.
yeah! Especially with the way that it does the items, specific to the areas that you're in.
It kind of gives everybody a chance to shine.
Yeah.
That's
And we got,
a little
look at
impressive.
all these Pokemon under my command. This is
Snorlax!
not a regulation Pokemon battle. You are not allowed to bring out so many Pokemon all at once.
Well, also, whoever's running this is not allowed to have this many Pikachus.
Well, I mean, this could be like a 4-way fight against 4 different trainers.
They just all decided to bring all of their Pikachus.
Yeah! Each trainer just has a team of 6 Pikachus, because everybody loves Pikachu. Pikachu is the fun mascot character that everyone loves. And there's, Raikou?
Yeah.
I think that's what that one was called.
At the end, there was an unknown.
Yeah, there was a couple of those. Unknown becomes a swarm of them, and then they go across the stage in a swarm. Now we got a race!
Welcome to F-Zero. The
So,
Grand Prix.
But, we don't have a car, so we have to race on foot. This is dangerous.
Very dangerous because F-Zero is known for going stupidly fast.
Also, I love this music.
Oh, F-Zero music is good.
So yeah, in this stage, you've got those pink platforms. Those are safe areas. You need to be on them when the cars come, because the cars will pretty much instantly KO you if they hit.
They have very high smash power.
There was that one area that was like a little drop that you can kind of hide behind the cliff. Here, the track is not all together. I think you can hide by hanging over the ledges. Yeah, you can see there's the pink on the sides there, indicating that if you are hanging on the ledge, then you get it. And there's a trophy, and I picked up the trophy, so I decided to play it safe and stand on this tiny platform just before the goal. Yeah, you get to the goal, and you've won the race, I guess.
Even though they lapped you 4 times.
Switzerland, I did not attack. Or get attacked.
No R for you either.
And then we fight Cat and Falcon in a different view of the race.
Yeah.
Now we're on a platform that moves, and the race is to the side instead of, or from the front instead of the side. So this stage has, similar to the adventure platforming stage, it's got cars that come by regularly. That these ones are not instant kill, but they hit pretty hard. if you fall off of the platform while the thing is racing along, then, like, you bounce along the road.
Come out, that Azrael is eating you! Captain Falcon ate all your food.
Jerk.
There's a bunny hood?
So the bunny hood from the Zelda series, from Ocarina of Time, it gives you faster run and higher jumps. Because it does that in Majora's Mask. It does not do that in Ocarina of Time. But Majora's Mask was also an N64 game, so that was the thing that they had by this. He showed me his moves. I did not show him my moves.
Well, here's a move. Bomb him!
He blocked it. It is also possible in this game to grab items in the air. So it is entirely possible, with perfect timing, to grab a bomb that someone has thrown at you and then throw it back. I have seen this happen exactly once.
We've returned to Earth.
Yeah, back to Onett, where we gotta fight Ness. There's 3 of them. Just the 3, not like a full team, just 3. 3 normal strength Ness.
I guess one Ness is supposed to be Lucas?
Yeah, I guess it is probably like supposed to be Ness and his friends, because as a party, he's an RPG character.
It's an RPG game. This stage has so many Mr. Saturns.
Yeah, Mr. Saturn is the only item that spawns in this this adventure stage. So there's just a lot of them. There's a couple of bonuses specific to Mr. Saturn, like. There's one for just picking up and throwing Mr. Saturn a lot. There's one for holding one Mr. Saturn for like 30 seconds straight without dropping it at all.
Car.
I don't remember what the other ones were. But yeah, there's a car. And there's like construction going on in the background. There's a whole little town in the background. Mr. Saturn fan and Saturn siblings. Those are some of the things.
Yeah.
I don't know what those are. Sidebar will tell us.
Thanks, Sidebar.
And we go to Icicle Mountain, because we have the ice climbers in the stage from the NES game Ice Climber. I don't know why their symbol is an eggplant.
Yeah, I would think Eggplant would be more of a
Eggplant
Kid
is,
Icarus
yeah, which that's not really a thing in this game yet. They had that in Brawl. But for this stage, you're just climbing up the infinite glacier.
Well, it's scrolling.
It's scrolling. And you got these enemies. You got the little Yeti things, and you got some polar bears with cool shades and swim shorts. And
I don't actually know much about the game Ice Climbers.
Yeah, it's an NES game. It's an arcade style thing. You're trying to ascend a mountain. That it's like this actually. You've got the mountain that is constantly scrolling, and you need to continue going up to stay ahead of the death plane at the bottom, and there's enemies along the way. And
now
there's
there's
2
ice
of you.
climbers.
Because the Ice Climbers is 2. There's Nana and Popo. And they work together. Like that, they do that thing. That is how they do their recovery move. There's one
off the
throws
screen,
the other, and then
pick up.
they have ropes. And if one of them is dead, then you can't do the things.
The double jump.
Also, if they're just kind of too far apart,
Yeah.
you control one of them, and then the one that you don't control is automatic. Like, they'll try to stick near you, and then while they are near you, they will like mimic your attacks. And then yeah, they're all of like the special attacks are combo things that they need to be, or they work together. And if your partner is not nearby enough, then you do a solo version of it. And if your partner dies, then they are dead until you die and come back.
It's a little weird, but
Yeah, it's a very interesting concept for a character. I kind of liked it. They do lots of interesting things. Nintendo does interesting things. This took a bit.
this took a minute. But then there was a bomb up.
And they both exploded. I was the crowd favorite, because at some point, apparently, they cheered. I didn't really hear that.
Anyway, we've come to Battlefield.
The Battlefield. It's a Smash Brothers location. This is the series that this is from. It's the polygons. Do you remember the polygons from the original Smash? Here we've got a fighting polygon team. Unlike in original Smash, the polygons are not like the other characters in the game. You know, in original Smash, you had polygon versions of like all the other playable characters. Here, there's just male and female polygon. Male Polygon has Captain Falcon's moveset, kind of. None of them they don't have any, like, the special attacks.
Yeah.
And female Polygon has Samus's moveset, sort of. They're very floaty like Samus. Actually, no, gravity is just low in this stage, that's right. They just have low gravity here.
Goodbye. Oh.
The level of gravity is a setting that you can change in the versus mode. You can have low or high gravity match. And after that, Metal.
Ow.
It's Metal Mario.
The final boss of Adventure Mode.
No.
Okay.
No, there's another. It's Metal Mario. You fight him and he's metal and he's Mario, and that's it.
That's the joke.
That's the thing.
There's a party. Goodbye.
Yeah, Mario is not great at recovery, so Metal Mario is pretty easy to take down. I got Never Look Back because I never turned around.
And now, the final destination. Everything's been coming to this.
It's Bowser.
Oh. Okay.
So, there is a special thing, both in Classic and Adventure. If you finish within a certain amount of time, you get an extra boss. In Adventure mode, if you finish, I think, like, within 15 minutes, if you, get Master Hand down to half health, so down to 150 left, then, the left hand will show up.
Ah.
That's Crazy Hand, and he has very wacky and flaily attacks, and then now you're fighting two of them. In Adventure, if you defeat the end Bowser here quickly enough, you get an additional fight against Giga Bowser.
New to this game.
I did not end up getting that here, and oh well.
Dr. Mario returns to solid state.
Here it would show, like, the trophies of other characters that you've cleared things with. It's a different set of trophies for Classic and for Adventure that you get. So, you know, each time that you clear the game with a new character, you get the trophy for them. And we got the Dr. Mario music, and we can zoom through the credits.
So we've seen them already, technically.
Yeah. So let's just get out of here. And it's our little Dr. Mario promo video thing. He's throwing pills at everyone.
Congratulations!
Here we got this whole thing with Nurse Toadstool. That's one of the colors that Peach has.
Yep.
But then,
Oh no!
a balloon.
With ears?
This Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff you unlock just by clearing the Classic or Adventure, I think. We would have gotten Jigglypuff last time, except we got Dr. Mario because we were specifically playing with Mario. So, Jigglypuff is like the easiest one to unlock. You just kind of clear it once. All of the characters have actually two unlock things that you can do. You can either do like a single player thing, or you can play a certain number of versus matches.
Ah.
So, like, every 100 or so versus matches that you play will give you another character. So, like, if you don't play the one player, if you're just playing with friends, then you can still unlock all the characters after, like, 1,000 matches.
Great!
Yeah. So, you actually need to do some amount of verses in order to unlock There's one character who you only unlock through doing versus matches, which is another reason I'm not doing everything here.
Anyway.
So, we've done all of the regular match things. We've seen Classic, we've seen Adventure. I'm not going to go through them with every character. We've seen them once, that's enough. So, now we have other modes here in the one-player mode. We've got Event Match. Event Match is interesting. There are 51 different levels of events, and each one is a unique scenario, basically, that you need to play through. So here it's, number one, we're gonna show real quick. We'll show a couple of them. We're not going through all of them again.
Beat Bowser as Mario in Mushroom.
Yep, this first one, just play as Mario and defeat Bowser in the battlefield. It's a very simple thing. You both got 2 lives, 2 stock fight, so very simple. This is like the simplest scenario. Be one character, fight another character. They get a lot more interesting from this point. But, yeah, you start with only 10 event stages unlocked, and you unlock more by clearing a certain amount of previous event stages, and then, like, certain tiers, you need to have certain characters unlocked before you can access them. Just, you know, you aren't allowed to see the characters until you've unlocked them. So yeah, we beat that. We got there. And it's got timed high score. You can, if you wanted to care about high score on your events. But the level 2 one, it's you play as DK, and it's a duel of epic proportions. Because you are a giant DK, and you're fighting a tiny DK. That's kind of silly. You can slap the ground. That is an extremely powerful move in any of the, like, team fights where you're fighting lots of weak things. You just slap the ground and that will instantly KO any particularly weak thing. He goes a wind-up, and you can do a big punch after you wind it up. It didn't launch very far because its damage percent is low. But yeah, you can kind of hear here, the DK rap. There's a lot more in it than the original. Like, Nintendo did a much better job of the DK rap than Rare did. Which,
Anyway, there's a lot of these.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Again, we're not going to go through all of them, but there's a lot of fun things. Like, bombs everywhere, where there's bombs everywhere, and you fight against, like, Samus and Link, and the only attack they use is bombs.
Well, let's check out the stadium.
Yeah, stadium. So, you could do the target, the smash the targets
Smash
thing.
the
You
targets.
can do that outside of the classic. You can just play through that with each character without needing to go through the classic mode to see. So, let's check out Bowser. Because Bowser's a character in this game. Now look at these different colors that he's got.
You're going to play as Black Bowser, because again...
Edgelord gamer trash.
Yeah.
So Bowser has some moves. He can hit things. He's got
got a
claws,
shell.
and he's got fire that he can breathe fire. That's pretty cool. And he can do the thing where he spins his shell around and that makes him fly? I'm not really sure about that, but yeah, I missed one above somewhere. So I'm gonna have to go back around to be able to get back up. But that's fine. And you can pause the game and it shows a zoomed out view of the whole area, so you can see if you don't know where the next thing is. You can see that.
Yeah, plan out your strategy for... Oh,
That's right. Also, unlike in Classic, this does not have a time limit when you play it through through the stadium. So, not going to show off any more than that. We've seen it. Home run contest. This one is interesting. You have a sandbag that you need to beat up and then hit as far as you can. So yeah, you've got the sandbag, you need to knock it to a high damage percent, and then you want to hit it with that home run bat to launch it as far as possible. As soon as it falls off the platform, that's it. And if it's backwards, then you get nothing.
well.
Home run contest.
Yeah, again, there's a lot of weird loading time in this game. You could really see that here, where it takes quite a while to get back after this. It was kind of unexpected. I didn't remember the load times in this being so bad. We didn't see load times like that in Luigi's Mansion.
Well, that's because they were all behind doors.
Yeah, but you can always skip the doors, is the thing.
Just kidding.
Anyway, just going to real quick show off actually doing this super good, because I did this pretty damn well. This is how you really do it. Like, some characters have really good attacks that you can just kind of do not have any kind of knockback to them.
High damage, low smash.
Or, like, all of their knock is directly downwards. So, yeah, that's how you get a real big one. And this unlocks the Yoshi's Island from original Smash stage.
Then
And
you got a
also
Paper Mario
a
trophy.
couple of trophies that are not that important. Multi-Man Melee. This is, you fight a bunch of polygons. So, 10-man melee and 100-man melee, you try to defeat that many polygon enemies. 3-minute and 15-minute, you try to defeat as many as you can within that time limit. Endless, you go as long as you can until you die, and you get a high score for however many you kill. Cruel is, they are all, like, high level, and they don't have the, they're not weak like a team enemy is. So if you want to do 100-man melee, you beat Donkey Kong. And as I said before, the ground pound hit with Donkey Kong is the way to go. So let's just fast forward through all of this.
Plus it's 100 mans.
Yeah, as you get further along in this, they will, their AI starts getting better, and they start having less handicap to them. So they start, like, being heavier until the final one is actually, like, just a normal, opponent in, like, their weight and how far they launch. The AI is still not great, so it's you know, still not that hard to fight, but... So there's that. And if you beat the 100-man melee, you get a new foe. Some kind of bird. It's Falco!
From
Falco
Star Fox.
Lombardi, the Star Fox team. I'm punching him. In the face. And he's gonna hit that bomb. See, he hit the bomb. Star Fox's surly pilot Falco is prepped for combat after being thrown into a bomb. Because we cleared 100-man melee. So yeah, that's Falco's unlock is 100-man melee.
You got a male wireframe trophy.
You also get a trophy. And there's also this. So if you clear in adventure mode the first Mushroom Kingdom stage with a 2 in the seconds digit of your time, then this happens. No, Mario, you're not here. It's Luigi time. So then in this fight, you get Luigi instead of Mario. And then at the end of playing through, if you clear that without game overing, then you will unlock Luigi. Or you know, get the Luigi unlock battle.
Congratulations!
And here's a different thing for Mario that you see in Adventure. And we get Luigi. And we also get a preview of this...
Mario 2 stage.
Yeah. This stage you unlock by finding the Birdo trophy? Which is another reason why I'm not doing everything in this game, because trophies are random. Like, most of the trophies you can only get through their gachapon thing, which we'll see in the next video. But, yeah, this is one of the things where you can only unlock this stage by getting this trophy randomly. The man in green Luigi is ready for action. So hey, let's check out those trophies that we've been collecting. This is kind of a big thing in this game. Each trophy has a little text blurb talking about them. Most of them are, like, talking about these characters in a meta sense. This is what they are in, like, as far as Nintendo goes, as a Nintendo character. Some of the ones that you unlock through adventure mode have, a blurb that is specifically talking about their abilities in Smash. And there's all these different things from all the different games that have all sorts of things, all with a little blurb about them. There are so many trophies. There's like 200-something trophies. And you can also see a quantity of how many duplicates you've gotten of the trophies that don't matter. And we've got our Gachapon machine. You can see our percent chance of getting a new trophy. If you put more coins in at once, then you have a higher chance of getting a new trophy.
But that's how gambling works.
It's statistically better to just put in one coin at a time until you're at, like, very, very low chance. So you put in a thing, and you get a trophy. And you can put in a thing and get a trophy. That's the Gachapon.
Yep. It's fun, man.
And I did that for a bit. You put in a bunch of things and get some trophies, and that's that. Some of the trophies in the Gachapon unlock after you've, like, unlocked some characters or beaten a certain amount of things. Anyway, you can then look at your collection, and it's got all of your trophies that you have on a table. And as you get more trophies, you get more bigger table, and you can see in the background, we got Master Hand's bedroom. With all of the consoles, we got a Super Nintendo, there's a Game Boy Advance, you got an N64 up there, you got an original Game Boy, there was a GameCube over to the left, he's got a TV on the right, he's got this, like, nice little cubbyhole storage solution here that's pretty cool. Display cases, sort of. Anyway, this is his room. And if you have, like, all of the trophies, you get a really big zoomed out view of the whole room. That's kind of cool, but we're not going to see that. Anyway, I wanted to show off all of the characters, like, show all of their moves. So that's what we're going to end with, is just showing off each character's moveset. So here's Mario. He's got different normal attacks, and here's his smash attacks. His up and down and forward. And there's different jump attacks. He's got a big punch that knocks things down, and he's got a little spin thing. So, you got, when you grab people, you can hit them, and you can throw them in the 4 different directions. And each one direction has a different animation, different thing that it attacks with, and here's all the specials, the fireball and that, and the punch with the coins, and then there's that. And there's his taunt. So, yeah, this is going to be all the last things that we see of Smash Brothers Melee here.
Okay.
So, yeah, you can see here Dr. Mario, he's basically just Mario, but his attacks have, like, slightly different effects. Like, some of his Smash attacks have an electric effect instead of a fire effect, which is sort of, kind of relevant.
Might be relevant.
In very
elements
specific.
Of this game are weird.
Yeah. But, like, otherwise, like, his animations are all the same as Mario's. And then, like, yeah, just the weight and, like, smash levels of each attack is slightly different. He has a white cape. And he still has got the thing, and there's his taunt as he throws a little pill. And here's Luigi. Luigi is sort of like Mario, but he has a very different, like, animations. Like that. He does a little flaily fist thing. He does, like, a stab with his hands. Forward is a smash. He's got, he does a karate chop, which is...
Luigi knows karate.
Well, this trophy of Luigi knows karate, at least. Master Hand says that Luigi knows karate. Or at least pretends to. I mean, just because you can do a karate chop in the air doesn't mean you know karate. Luigi's fireballs don't bounce, they go straight forward. He has this Luigi missile, where it charges up. His up attack, it does barely any damage unless you are, like, right on top of the enemy when you hit it, and then it does, like, this big hit. His taunt is a little kick that actually does an attack.
Bowser.
Here's Bowser. He's done punches, and sometimes you can, like, aim your forward attacks up and down. That's something that I never actually knew. that I found when I was looking up the things. When Bowser runs, he just kind of slides across the ground. It's kind of silly. Here's all of his smashes. His down, he just spins around. Jump attacks. Yeah, smash things. He's big. Bowser is big and heavy and does big heavy hits. And he does not jump high and he does not move fast.
Doesn't need to.
And he can just kind of flop on you. That's his down throw is to flop. And there's his fire, and if you hold the fire out, then eventually the fire gets weaker, and he just kind of like
Runs out of
just
breath.
sizzling. It takes time to recharge that. His forward B is a claw thing, but if you're close enough to the enemy, it also turns into a grab that has like special thing that you can do, like an extra bite thing. His down B is the smash thing, and he roars when he taunts. There's Peach! She does things, she's got high kicks, and she can do things. She's got a golf club, and a frying pan, and a tennis racket. This is her different forward smashes. She pulls out different implements from different games that she has had. And in the jump, she does things, and she can smash things, and she can kick, and she can do down kicks. And also, if you hold the jump button, she floats. Because that's how Peach does in the Super Mario 2, she floats.
It's true.
And she is very, like... She does wrestling moves? A bit.
Slap.
And she's very, hippie. She uses her hips a lot. Also, Toad. She can pull out Toad, and that's a counterattack.
Yeah.
If she hits you with her forward B hip, it explodes. And also she can pull out vegetables with her down B. And
Just like
sometimes
in
they
Mario.
have different faces. And the face of the vegetable determines how much damage it does. And also sometimes she can pull out items. Sometimes there's like a very, very low chance she'll pull out a bomb. Anyway, here's Yoshi.
Yoshi has some physical attacks.
Yep. Yoshi can smash and hit with his tail, and he can smash with his head.
Nose.
He does a lot of headbutt attacks, because his head is very large and his arms are very small. He's a dinosaur. There's his little feety run and tail swipe jump attacks. And his jump is very high with his second jump, but he doesn't really have a recovery special move. His grab is he spits out his tongue and he can grab you from a distance. With his tongue, because he's Yoshi. That's what Yoshis do.
Long range grab.
His basic special is to put you in an egg, and then you're in an egg and you're trapped, and then he can hit you a bit while you're trapped in an egg. And then he can go into an egg himself and roll around, and then he can throw eggs. Make eggs, throw eggs.
Everything is eggs.
And he can ground pound. Ground pound rocks. And it's Yoshi.
DK!
He's a big gorilla. He does big gorilla punches. That's Donkey Kong. He's just doing small. His dash is weird. He like does a weird kick.
Clap.
Put your hands together if you want to clap.
If you don't want to clap, then don't put your hands together.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. And he does lots of kicks in the air. And his
Smack,
grab,
smack.
he can, with his forward throw, he just like grabs you and puts you on the back. And then he can like just carry you
Carries
around.
like a barrel.
Carry you around and throw you in different ways. While carrying you, Donkey Kong could just like jump off a cliff.
That was a very common move. I hated it.
Yeah, if you're playing as Donkey Kong and you have more lives than your opponent, just like carry them and jump off a cliff. His forward B is a headbutt that smashes you into the ground, and then you're stuck in the ground for a bit. And his ground pound slap down B, you can just kind of do infinitely.
I don't know either.
That's all the Mario characters in Smash. That's it.
That's all we're doing.
That is all we're doing of Melee. I was really going back and forth on this one. I want to do more of this a bit, but also I don't want the series to stop.
Yeah.
And it would just completely stop with the amount of stuff to do in this game. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for Melee. And tomorrow we're going on to a new game, which is an old game. So we are tomorrow going to start on Super Mario Advance 2. So the second remake game for the Game Boy Advance. It is Super Mario World. So this is one that we haven't seen in a very long time. Unlike Super Mario 2, which we saw briefly in the middle with the Satellaview. But yeah, so we are going to be doing Super Mario World. We'll be talking about what the differences between with the new version are tomorrow, but after that we're going to jump into a recap. Because, you know, that's like what we like to do with the remake games where we're going through old content, is we do a recap of the story of Mario, and, you know, remind everyone what the hell's going on with Mario.
So if you want to see that, then you should like, subscribe, tell your friends.
Yeah, and tune in next time for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.